In this video, we will be talking about my top 5 altcoins. So hello, welcome to my channel. Please make sure you do like this video and subscribe to be notified when I'm going to be publishing new content. So in this video I'm going to take a look at my top 5 altcoins. We'll have a look on the coin market cap first, and then we'll just have a brief look over on TradingView to see where the coin's currently trading and where I think should be a good area to invest. So we're going to start off with Zilliqa, which is ticker ZIL. Current price today is $0.01456. And we are around 4.26% up on today's trading. It is currently ranked 69 out of all cryptocurrencies that are listed on CoinMarketCap, and we have a market cap of around $152 million. Really like this project. I think that over the last few years, I think we have been in a downtrend and everything's been doing quite bad, but tech is still building and project is still around. We have actually implemented staking now, which is currently under testnet. If you go over to their website and their Twitter and their Telegram, you'll see that they're looking for people to join their testnet and help them out and see if they can find any bugs in the project. But that is one of my first picks. I do like Zilliqa, everything they've got going on. We've also done a podcast about Zilliqa. If you check out the Crypto Mobcast, we did a good full analysis on Zilliqa and we talk about everything about it. But that is my first pick. What I'll do is now jump onto the charts and I'll just give you a little inkling to where I think you could get a good entry point. So here we have Zilliqa versus Tether. I always do my trading in Tether. A lot of you do it in BTC, but I prefer to trade in Tether. I know exactly where I am then, but as you can see, I've already got this previously set up from other videos. If you do go back onto my playlist and have a look at when to buy, then there is a video on Zilliqa when to buy, and I think we're coming down to some areas. As you can see, I've got a buy order down here. It's quite low, but if we don't get there, we don't get there, and I'll buy a bit higher. But that is where I think we could go. We've been in this area a long time. If you look down in the past, this is a key area all the way down. We've either bounced up it or rejected off it, so I do think that could be a good area to buy in the future if we do get a bit of a bear run on Bitcoin. As you can see, we did top up at around just over 2-3 cents, and then we've been on a retracement ever since. This is on the daily time frame. So in my opinion, I do think that if you're looking to invest, the 618 level or the 786 level is usually a good area to invest. So anywhere in between these, we're pretty close to it now, and I do think that we're going to spin around. Unfortunately, Bitcoin is going to go head south in my opinion. So if you're looking to buy, then target some areas down here. It seems a mile off at the minute, but anything can happen in crypto. Look how long we was trading that area for a long time, and I do think that we will see these areas again. Unfortunately, nothing to do with the project. The project is absolutely solid. It's just the way it goes, and that's where I think you could potentially look at getting some buy orders in, especially down towards the top end. If my orders don't fill, then I'm not too bothered. I've already got some Zilliqa for long term, but I do think that could be a key area where we could look to top up. So that is Zilliqa. That is where you should aim to buy. I think it's, to be honest, compared to all-time highs, anywhere around these levels is a good area to invest. Like I say, it's a solid project, and that is Zilliqa. Next up is VChain, which is ticker VET. It's currently ranked 26 out of all cryptocurrencies. We have a total supply of 86.7 billion and a market cap of $782 million. Again, we've recently done a quite an in-depth review on VChain on the Crypto Mobcast. If you check it out, it's on all pretty much all the podcast channels where you'd like to get iTunes or Spotify or wherever. But I really like what this project is doing. They've got major ties into specific industries. So we've got the motor transport section, so they have got deals with BMW and Renault, like signed deals to use what's called a vehicle passport, and this vehicle passport will be pretty much a passport for every single vehicle, and it will hold all the data on the blockchain. So it does give quite a good database and an archive for all vehicles that are ever made or ones that are coming out to be made, and it will give certain information about the vehicle specifics, when it's due a servicing and when it's due an MOT for safety, things like that. And I think once it does get fully integrated, that will be absolutely massive. And then we also have ties into Walmart in China, and that's to do with food sourcing and labelling and tracking food through the entire system from its growth from the point of factory to a point of sale. So that is another good point for VChain. There's a website where you can look at the partnerships, and we currently have something like 39 global partners, which is absolutely massive. So that is VChain. If you just look down where we're getting most of the trading, you would expect it to be Binance. There you go. So it is getting around 10% of the trading there against Tether, and if you trade on there, it's quite simple to use. So that is VChain. If you just look at the all-time highs, that was around just over 2 cents. So let's jump over to trading view now. Let's have a look at some potential entry points for investment opportunities. So here we have VChain versus Tether. Again, this is on Binance on a daily time frame. As you can see, I've got some buy orders down here. They look a long way away, but I'm just hoping that we get a dump, and this area's been wicked quite a lot. As you can see, we rejected off it twice, rejected off it there, rejected straight through there, acted as support. So with this area has been used a lot. Them orders are there just as safety, just in case we do get some dumps. But I've been buying VChain up in these levels, and I do think that we're still going to come down a bit further, and I think you can target these levels down here. So we've got some big weekly support. This area's been targeted quite a lot, and that's around 0.008 cents. So that's a big area to look at. But then you've got the 618 level, which is just under 1 cent, and then down here we have pretty much a bottom at 786 level. But we just need to monitor the market again. If Bitcoin starts to turn bullish, then I'll just buy something around here. But if it does turn bearish, which I think it's gonna, then there's some massive investment opportunities to get down here. But that's VChain, where I think you could buy, and that's pick number 2. Centimate is number 3. These are in no particular order, by the way. These are just my top 5. So Centimate, which is ticker SNTVT. We have a total supply of 4.2 billion tokens. But what is to be made aware is that this will be doing a change in supply. Their project is about to release their web coming out soon, over the next, probably late this year and then towards next year. And we will be doing this reducing supply. So that supply will be divided by 1,000, and you will get a new coin called a fiat, and you will get, for every 1,000 SNTVT you have, you'll get 1 fiat. So that supply has been reduced, and today's market cap is around $15.8 million. So this is a very low value project. So I've got big hopes of this thing. Some projects always start off at, well, all projects always start off at the bottom, and this is one to get in my opinion. We have some big news recently that we have listed on KuCoin. It's not getting, it's not registering volume on there yet, but we are getting quite a bit of volume on there. It's not saying any percent, showing that 63% of it is on MXC, but that's wrong. So I think CoinMarketCap needs to sort the shit out there. Just looking at the all-time highs that we've had down here was around 0.011551 dollars. I'm not even quite sure if that's right, to be honest, but we are 6% down. I'm not going to look at the charts for this one because we've only just recently been listed on KuCoin, and KuCoin is a supported exchange on TradingView. So I'm not going to look at. There's no point in even looking when to invest, really, because we are that low. Any buy at this price is an absolute steal. I've held this project for around 18 months, and I've held it when it was really low. And it has come up in the last few months. It's been great. The project has been pushing out lots of content. I've got a nice holding for the future. I'm not planning on selling this, definitely not down at these levels. This is, I mean, I do think this is a billion dollar company at one stage over the next few years. We just need to get that growth there. We need to get new people on board. If you look on Twitter, the community is very active, and it's a decent community. You get a lot of community out there, some members who just, especially on other coins, who just shill absolute shite, where Centimate, they do good, they give you some good content, and you can actually understand what we're talking about. So Centimate is number 3 on the list. Like I say, I'm not going to do technical analysis because we just don't quite have the charts there yet, but that is pick number 3. Number 4 is a Video project. Not many people will have heard about this one. Again, it is a very, very low value project. So if you look at the market cap now, it's just less than $500,000, which is absolutely insane. We have a total supply of 17.7 million, and out of those in circulation, we have 13.6 million EVED. So this project, it actually targets the event industry, which unfortunately this year has taken a massive hit, as in due to a pandemic, is pretty much most global events have been cancelled, unfortunately. So everything's been done online, and people are not going to events. So this project is probably being held back in that respect. But what it does is it offers a hub for event performers, directors, people who are wanting to set up events. It gives them a hub where you can pretty much do everything under one umbrella. It cuts out the middleman, it cuts out a lot of fees, it cuts out a lot of time. So it is a good project, and it also has an option where you can buy tickets, a little bit like Ticketmaster, where you can buy festival tickets, exactly the same as that. So we have that, what is part of a project. It is worth noting that Evido will be doing a chain migration. So it is currently an ERC20 token, and it will be doing a migration to the Locktrip blockchain, which is a travel blockchain. So they deal with things like hotels booking, a little bit like booking.com, but they have built their own blockchain, which is quite fast. And Evido, at some point probably next year now, they will be doing a migration, so they will have their own blockchain to be working on. But that is Evido. I do like the project. We're just very, very much under the radar at a minute, and it is definitely one to buy a bit. As you see, we've got a low supply, so big things can happen with this. If we just look down to the all-time highs, it was around 43 cents, and that was of last year in June. So we're currently trading at around 3 cents now, so a long way off that. And 100% all-time highs will be smashed and missed. Hopefully next year events can start kicking back into action, tied in with the migration to a new blockchain. I think big things can happen. If you just look at market pairs, BitForex is getting pretty much all the volume. It's not a bad exchange to use, to be honest. I've used BitForex a couple of times to buy some. It is on Uniswap. Uniswap has been big recently, so if you're looking to buy some Uniswap, and you've got some F-line around, then get it on there. So I think we had a new exchange listing recently as well. I can't remember what that is, but so we've got quite a few areas where you can buy it, and that is pick number 4. I really like this project, so fingers crossed for a future with that one. And last but not least is Polkadot, which is ticker DOT. Currently ranked at $4.30 per coin, and we are 2.77% up on today's trading. Our total supply of 987 million, and we have a market cap today of around $3.6 billion. We are ranked number 6 out of all cryptocurrency, which is absolutely insane to say it's just come out of nowhere. I remember looking at it a couple of years ago when it was just starting off, and I liked what I saw, but I never invested, and that's a shame really, because I probably wouldn't be in crypto now. I'd be somewhere else on a desert island or something like that. But I do think Polkadot is an absolutely solid project. One of the co-founders who was building it was the founder of it was a co-founder at Ethereum, so that's absolutely massive news. This project, I've not quite gotten it yet. I was looking to buy some, but I do think, like I've talked about on all the other projects, I do think we're going to get quite a severe dump in the markets. If we don't, then I'm going to have to buy it higher a bit, but that's how that's how it works. I do think that we're going to come low at some point. If we just look at the all-time highs, 1st of September, what's the very beginning of this month, we did it $6.84, and ever since then we've dropped down. Pretty much the 2nd of September, stock market dumped and cryptocurrency followed it really. Bitcoin dropped from 12k. But if we just jump over to the charts now, have a look at some areas where I think would be a good point to invest. And with Polkadot on the charts, we don't have a massive amount of data. We did have an increase in supply and a decrease in coin price, so it was up at around $300. So I think we dropped by times 100. So this is only what data we have at a minute from pretty much halfway through August, so we have about a month's worth of data here. Looking at these lows down here, this is areas I want to target. I think we can try and potentially get some good buy orders in down here around these levels. even you could mark it up like this. I think that we've had a little bit of price action within that area. I do think that will be a good area to buy, anywhere from around $3, I think. I mean, I have heard calls for it low, but again, that completely depends on what happens in the market. So have a look there to buy. I think Polkadot, even at these levels, could be absolutely massive. But we just need to consider that we are at 6 already, come out of nowhere. So I mean things could change massively and we could dump. So just be aware of that if you buy at these levels. Have some stop losses in place. So that is my top 5 picks. If you have any questions regards to them picks, or anything you think I've missed out, or any projects that you'd like me to review, then please drop in a comment and I will get to them. So thanks very much for listening. Please make sure you do like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you next time.